Hey, YouTubers. This
Yeah,
is my
this
first
time.
time ever being on YouTube. Oh, we're recording. Hey, YouTubers.
Yeah, we're recording. All right, guys.
Where's your coleslaw, Jesse?
Different episode
And
this time. I've got Jesse James from New World Samurai in Canmore, Alberta. I got Brian Lake from Lucky Devil Berry. I've got Chris Smith on here again, and he's from No Love Lost in Bowmanville, Ontario. And I got Mark Hamilton from Cool and Hatchet in Lindsay, Ontario, and Graham Mowers from Carousel Tattoo in Port Dalhousie. Is that how you pronounce it?
oh, crazy.
Anyways, how's everybody doing, man?
Good, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Long time.
Surviving.
Nice.
A while.
So this episode, like I said, is a little different from the one-on-one. You know, I had an idea. I think it was when I was talking with Chris before about having the reunion with all of us, and he thought it was a good idea. And you know, we haven't seen each other in quite a while. I mean, I bump into Brian every now and then at Costco,
Costco,
or
yeah.
Walmart or something. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I talk to you guys on social media, and that's pretty much as far as it goes, man. Everybody's kind of done their own thing, and you know, starting to do the adulting thing in the last 10 years, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
So
Hey.
yeah, man.
Hey, Andrew, do you ever get my phone messages at your work? They're super random.
On my work phone, my business phone,
Yeah, I just call
No,
your shop.
I never answer it anyway. Somebody else does.
Okay.
So what do you send? I'm glad we don't get pictures.
Yeah, you get those too.
You just gave him an idea, though.
Those
Yeah.
go straight to my phone, my cell phone.
Yeah. So I get to see everyone still. I haven't seen Graham. I haven't seen you in a long time, and Mark.
Yeah, it's been a
It's been-
real long time.
I miss you guys. I miss you all,
too, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been way too long.
Well, you came.
I don't
up,
even know the last time I saw you, Jess.
Honestly, I thought I would be seeing you all the time.
Well, you kind of moved out west. Makes it a little
Yeah.
difficult.
Come on out here. I miss you, buddy. I love you.
Miss you. We did a trip out west a long time ago. Is that when you kind of decided?
Hey, this is Beowulf. So I'm being a dad too, but I decided when I went out with Chris. It was
Yeah.
my first month into tattooing. Okay. Sorry, guys. I get the gloves. Yeah, the first time I think I was a month into tattooing, super fresh, and Chris and I rented a 28-foot RV, went to the Calgary Tattoo Convention, and I kind of fell in love with the studio, the atmosphere, how relaxed everyone was, and I think the first thing we did when we went into Canmore was we did this epic hike, and I think I was 3 hours late for my appointment, and I was super stoked that my appointment didn't care. They're like, "Oh yeah, mountain time. Whenever you get back, we'll tattoo."
Yeah.
So no, I like that a lot, and yeah, that's kind of what brought me out here, and I just tried to develop the skills to survive out here.
I've always wanted to go out west and try tattooing out there, and even moving my family out there, but I just never could. Right? It's a big weight on my shoulders, moving 3 children, my old lady, and all that shit out west, and basically uprooting my life and moving it in the other side of the country. But I've always wondered what it's like to tattoo out there. I've never gone out there before. My mom lives in Penticton.
So when I moved out here, I tried to wait for the perfect time to get out here, try to save enough money to make it. And the story goes, I moved out here with negative $500. So I just did it, you know. I was waiting for the right time to do it, and it never happened. And I decided to just jump on my motorcycle, drive out to Canmore. And the day I got to Canmore, it started raining. And then the next day, it was still raining. Everyone's like, normal mountain weather. And the third day, it was a state of emergency. The whole place was flooded.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, my third day here, and I couldn't even work. Like there was no fresh water, nothing. It was just.
No.
Did
So
you
I
ever
actually-
consider that you brought the floods to Canmore? Like you brought them physically yourself?
I had so many signs telling me that this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just my
Yeah, no
trip
shit, eh?
my trip going out there, it was just like, I don't want to say this on the internet, but I got in lots of trouble, and there was too many signs saying. And then as soon as I got there, it was a fucking state of emergency, and I was literally stuck here. Yeah.
So this pandemic is easy for you. You were well prepared for this.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, how's your hair, bud?
I took my toque off. I'm trying to fix my hat. All right. I thought you could only see when someone's talking.
No, I changed it. I changed
Oh.
it. I changed the view so we can see everybody all at once.
Or you can see everybody like Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
a little
gotcha.
creepy.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I mean, it's probably going to get confusing if the computer's trying to figure out, you know, to go on one person when,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's kind of talking over each other. It'll probably get confusing and probably fucking blow up. Who knows?
Who's smoking a
Likely.
bowl?
Apparently you.
No, that
It
was
is that.
It's Mark.
It is
Yeah.
Hey, there you
Yeah,
go. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
So I'm running a little bit behind this morning. I had to walk the dog, and then forest time got me lost. I don't know. I went out for an hour, but I went out for 2. So got some A&W, just smoking, catching up.
You're in the bush, aren't
Sounds
you?
like a perfect morning.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, back behind the college here, behind Fleming, there's like a nice size little woods. There's lots of trails you can walk.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in a woodsy part of Barrie. Does that help?
Mm,
Shit.
What's that part?
I got a couple trees in my front yard. That's about
That's
it.
not the woods, dude.
Yeah, I know.
no,
Definitely not.
that's just wood.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I just told you I didn't want to get into the whole COVID thing too much.
It's COVID.
Yeah. So obviously we got extended again in Ontario here. Jesse, you're a little bit out west, so
You're fine, right?
He's tattooing. Yeah, you guys are allowed to tattoo out
I
west,
think
right?
Monday or something.
Yeah, we got shut down a lot sooner than you guys. Tomorrow is our opening day. It's so weird because we are based off of Alberta, and I live in a little small mountain village. It's like right on the edge of BC. BC never shut down, but we have to follow the rules of Alberta. So we got shut down, and we're kind of like in the mountains, you know.
Doesn't really
but
apply to you.
I got really worried when I heard all of your guys' rules. Like you guys are super harsh, and I was like, yeah, we're not opening if Ontario's like, I don't like what's going on there. And it bothers me because I'm connected with you guys. You know, I'm connected with Ontario. Like I live out here, but I haven't seen my family in 2 years. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, what's COVID? What do we want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, we can touch down on it if you want. Again, I just don't want to make the whole episode about COVID.
Who
or
has had
anything,
it?
right? It's-
Anyone here had it? Have?
No,
No.
I will say this. I think it was February, March last year or whatever it was. I got like super sick, and I like my fever was ridiculous. My daughter got sick as well. I was stupid sick, and when I went to the doctors, she told me that I had a bad case of pneumonia, and it just got out of control, and nothing was working. Amoxicillin, penicillin, nothing was working. They gave me puffers. I've never needed a puffer in my life. I basically was laying in bed, and I got so hot, and I was having such a hard time breathing. I was like borderline thinking I was gonna fucking die, and I was like that for about a month. 3 weeks to a month. I was off work for probably 7 weeks, and then all of a sudden it just went away. And my daughter got sick at the same time, not as long as I did, but she was home from school for about 2 weeks, and then all of the sudden, I think it was a month later, that's when this whole COVID thing was brought to
Wow.
media, right? So I'm never gonna be sure, but I've never been that sick in my life before.
Well, you can get an antibody test to see if you've had it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How do I request
Really?
that? Just go to the doctors and request it.
you could. Yeah, you could ask them if they would do it for you.
It's really just a peace of mind. Well, not even a peace of mind. It just kind of tells you if you had it. So like, you're over it. Maybe.
Yeah, I like again. I'll
Whatever.
never know unless I do the test. Then, but I mean, like I said, it was pretty brutal, man. I thought I was gonna die. It sucked.
Crazy.
Well, you look good right now, man. You look
Yeah.
Thanks,
you
man.
look you look
I'm-
sexy.
I'm pushing 40. Thanks, man.
Fucking horny over here.
Yeah. How's the bottom
I'm
of your
gonna go-
pants? Good.
I'm gonna go to the washroom here and just get all emotional.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. This is
Yeah,
gonna
it's all
be
good.
edited.
That's all right. Just hurry back. Just hurry back.
Edited, yeah.
Okay.
So do you, Jesse, have you
Yeah.
been on, I know you're big on this whole coleslaw review thing. Is this something
Okay.
that you post on YouTube, or is this just a Instagram, a YouTuber thing? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, so hey YouTubers, how's it going? So there is no YouTube. I created this kind of saying to make people look for me on YouTube, but it doesn't exist. It's just something funny. I don't like coleslaw. I'm not a big fan of coleslaw. I'm a potato salad guy. It started because the restaurant downstairs, any meal you get comes with a coleslaw, so you get it no matter what, and it was horrible. So every day I just started rating their coleslaw, and it started getting around. If you go onto the website for the restaurant, all they talk about is their coleslaw and how people rate the coleslaw. But my coleslaw got bigger. My coleslaw reviews got bigger than my tattoos. I'd find myself driving around, from province to province, and everyone knew me for my coleslaw reviews and not my tattoos. One time I was at a Greta Van Fleet concert, and I'm just sitting there waiting for a beer, and there's some kids behind me, and I could hear them talking about me, and they're like, "Oh my God, are you Jesse James from Rate My Coleslaw?" I was like, "Yep," and I was with Tamea at the time, and she's like, "How do they know you?" It was like, they're like, "We watch you on your YouTube channel," and she's like, "You have a YouTube channel?" I was like, "No." But yeah, it got out of control. But it's a really cool thing because anytime anyone eats coleslaw, they think of me.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I do think
You're
of
not
you now
wrong.
every time I eat coleslaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, not wrong for sure.
Yeah, it's stupid, but yeah. Any other questions?
So, well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, you guys feel free to ask questions too. Like I said, this is not a one-on-one thing. This is
I'm just
a whole
peeing.
fucking sausage fest here. You're really peeing right now? Yeah, nice. Jesus.
Are you surprised by that? Because I'm not.
Why didn't you just pee in your pants? Isn't that the norm?
Dude, don't request things you don't want to edit out.
Yeah. Don't dare him to do it either, or you know he will.
Hey Graham, you remember when I peed my pants while you were at the computer?
Sure do.
Remember when you didn't think it was real, so I did it again?
You can't forget it. Yeah. I was like, no way you're going to. And then you just stood there, and like about 5-10 seconds later, your jeans just got a bit darker right in the center. And then you were like, oh, it's going down my leg. That's not fun. That's not fun.
Yeah, it was my birthday party trip.
Do you remember, Jesse, when you pooped your pants walking to work? I had to come get you.
Oh my God. Yeah. Mark probably has some stories. I used to live with him about me pooping my pants.
Is that the day that you came back and put it in our kitchen garbage and nobody knew? And there's this foul fucking stench in our kitchen for like a few days. And then you told us that you put your shitty boxers under the sink in the garbage. You had to turn around by the stoplights because you were shitting yourself. That one?
You bet your big fat cock. Yeah, for sure. That was me.
Man,
Anyway,
how many stories do you have, Mark, about living with Jesse?
We didn't live together that long, but it was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, with Reese.
Yeah.
That was, you know what, the back then that was like the fucking highlight of my career. That was everything, was being at that shop, and so many memories with all you guys. Like some funny shit, man. I remember one time, I don't know what we were doing, but I remember running in the shop into the newer location across the street where you're at now.
Yeah.
And I went around the corner, remember, Graham, and I fucking bailed and I slid down the hallway. The floor was wet.
Oh yeah.
Man, so much shit. It's just,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable, man.
Do you
I was
remember?
thinking last-
Do you remember gluing coins on the ground outside and watching the crackheads try to pick them up?
I
Yeah,
definitely
on the
do.
bench.
Yeah, and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I remember sticking a cigarette.
Oh,
I remember
fuck,
sticking a
that's good.
cigarette in one of the dead fish's mouth that jumped out of the tank and onto the floor. And then we put it outside, and then one of the crackheads came by and took the cigarette out of the fish's mouth and then put it in his mouth and lit it. That was pretty gross.
I'm not
There's,
gonna lie, I got along with those crackheads really well.
That doesn't
When I wasn't
surprise me.
tattooing,
No.
I would pick up my guitar and sit beside them and make some money with them. I think there's some photos of that still. But
I
it was
have
a good.
photos on my
time.
Facebook. From
What was the thing with the fish tank? Somebody they did like cartoons of each of us on the fish
Yeah.
tank. Was that Lauren that did that?
I think it was Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I have pictures of that too. Jay's
Yeah.
roided out. Brock had military or camo shorts.
And the hat. Yeah. And Graham had the little wristband. The
Yeah. Mark.
Oh
had a
yeah, because of
Prada bag.
carpal tunnel.
Yeah, Mark, you had a Louis Vuitton or
Oh,
Prada
shit.
bag or something. Jesse had dreads. I had Crazy Town and stars.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
Brian had
Where's the-
sticks and
Yeah.
you had a
Sorry-
lot of
sorry,
Crazy
Andrew.
Town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of Crazy Town jokes.
yeah, I know. And you know what's funny is he's liked some of my photos on Instagram too. Like fuck sakes, like it can't be somebody else from that band, or it's got to be him, right?
Oh no way! That's rad. That's
Yeah.
dank vibes.
Dank vibes.
You'll always be my butterfly, Andrew.
Oh, shit.
Likes attract.
I brought that up at Hellfire to these guys, and one of the artists there, they made a poem when I wasn't there, and it was like not a poem, like a riddle. I had to crack, so it had some images and some words and stuff, and I had to put it together, and they pasted it on my wall in my booth. And when I got there, long story short, it said, "You're my butterfly sugar baby," right? Pictures of butterflies and a baby, and oh man, it was funny. So yeah.
Hey Mark,
What's up?
where are you? I'm sorry for pooping in your garbage.
You didn't poop in the garbage.
It makes for a good story.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Do you forgive me?
I forgive you.
Hey, you circumcised?
I'm not.
No.
No.
Okay.
I have,
Oh,
do you
speaking
know
of
that-
that, Mark, do you remember
Yeah.
the time I pantsed you in front of your client?
Yeah, it was a mom and
Oh, fuck,
yeah,
I remember that.
I
mother
feel
and
bad
a-
about that. I'm so sorry.
a mom and her 13-year-old daughter, I think, or maybe she's
No,
like.
no, it was a dude. It was a dude. It was a grown adult.
But there was like a lady and her daughter in the foyer. I specifically
Maybe.
remember
Oh,
because she like covered her eyes.
Oh yeah.
And that, yeah, and then you bought me a steak dinner because
I
of that.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
probably
Does
should have
anyone-
bought you more than a steak dinner. Yeah.
yeah.
Who else needs to apologize?
I mean,
I didn't think your underwear would come with your pants. I don't know what.
I remember when Mark was getting tattooed. I don't remember who was tattooing you, but Brock, the way you were laying and you had your hand kind of behind you and your like palms up, and Brock came in quietly and lifted up his nuts and put them in your hand, and you're like feeling it. You're like, what the fuck is this? And then next thing you know, Brock's laughing and you got his nuts in your hand. I remember that one. And
So do I.
Jesse, speaking of nuts, you stuck your balls in my pocket while I was on the phone. I remember that one. You. I was on the phone in my booth in the corner and I was doing something. I think I was leaning to one side and I look over and you got your bare nuts in my pocket.
I used to go into your guys' booth and let big farts out before you guys brought clients to your room.
Yes, I know.
You guys, oh shit, you knew.
Or
Okay.
you would fart and call us in your booth. We'd get in there and we'd be like, what's up? You'd be like, oh, nothing. Or you'd start talking about something completely stupid. And then we'd smell your ass. It's gross.
Hey, remember when we used to put on shitty music and you hated it so much that you cut your own wires to your booth, so you had no music?
Who, me?
Yeah, you cut your own wires.
I don't
You
remember
didn't-
it.
yeah, that was at the new location. Yeah, you just like
Fuck
snip the
this!
wire.
I'm not. You had no music anymore. Oh, good times.
Man, I spelt my own
No.
fucking name wrong one time. Remember, Graham?
You what?
I spelt
I
my own name
remember.
wrong one time. I was
You did?
doing something I was doing something and I was like super frustrated and I was writing my name on something and I posted it on the cupboards behind me. And you're like, you idiot, you didn't put the R in your name.
Yeah, you used to get so pissed because people would like jack your ink, and you like you wrote
Dude,
signs and put locks
Yeah.
on your doors. Oh man,
Dude, that shit still happens in my own fucking shop.
Yeah.
do you still lock it up though?
No, I
Well,
don't care
oh.
if they really use it. Just put it back, but they don't fucking put it back. You know, Jamie's actually the worst for it. He was the worst for it. I mean, Kyle uses it. He's got a lot of his own, but Kyle usually puts it back. But even my apprentice Holden, he never fucking puts shit back.
I remember Jess, your very first day as an apprentice coming in, because I think I was like a month before you with apprenticing, but I remember your first day you walked in and you came up to the counter and you pulled some change out of your pocket and you were like, so
Who gets the coffees?
so who goes for coffee runs around here? Who do I give money to? And Chris
You do.
Chris just looks at you and he's just like, that's your job and you're gonna
Yeah.
Hey, on my defense, I just
It
got
was-
arrested on my first day, and you guys didn't believe it.
Nope.
I don't remember that.
So
I don't
my very
I
first,
don't remember that either.
Chris,
Yeah, he was late for his first day.
3 hours late.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I remember
Chris
Graham was
remembers.
super early for his first day. I remember walking into the shop and like you're standing there. I'm like, who are you and why are you here?
I was excited.
Yeah, totally. I don't even think Anthony came in that day.
I don't
I
think
think
he did either, actually.
No, I think you went home.
Yeah, I was like, well, I guess I'll just go home then.
Yeah, why isn't Anthony here?
there's a whole bunch of people that aren't here.
Oh yeah, I
I
guess
know
like
that.
Jen and
The thing is, there's different
Okay.
crews. There's different crews from different time. I was laying in bed thinking about like everyone that could have been on this. It's a huge fucking lineup.
Yeah, so
It's
Like
pretty big.
Maddie,
when I
Maddie
got there, right?
McLaughlin.
Yeah, when I got there,
There-
just before I was there, isn't that when Jen was there and Anthony? Right? They just left before I got there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
I never worked with Anthony or Jen.
Yeah, neither
Yeah, you
did I.
did.
Oh, I got there when Anthony left, and then eventually I went to Canmore to work with Anthony, and then he left. I've only ever been in the presence of Anthony for a month.
The
Really?
presents.
Yep, I've never worked with I've only worked with him as a guest spot, him visiting or me visiting him, but I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
actually worked with him.
So were
So if
you that much further behind in our
Yep.
apprenticeships than I thought?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Anthony
you're-
only apprenticed me for about 5 months, if I remember correctly, and then he took off to Australia. And I was like, so now what? What do I do now? And then
He went
Jen
he went
then
to-
Jen
took
took
over.
Yeah.
He went to Canmore, like right when I started, and I think I did my apprenticeship. But yeah, I missed him. I didn't get to work with Jen. The crew is huge, though. You know, like to have everyone on there would be tricky. But there's a whole bunch of people that Kim Marks.
Yeah, I was gonna say because when we moved across the street, that's when Kim showed up, Maddie McLaughlin, and all them, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I had a great time. But there's a huge crew. It'd be cool to get us all together in the same like room.
Some of us.
No, all of us. I like you all. I like the
Yeah.
crackheads too. We could bring
Okay.
some of them too
Yeah.
if they're still around, if they're doing well.
I'm sure there's a whole new wave of crackers now downtown. I ever since I've left there and left, parted with Unique Ink downtown, I have no reason to go down there anymore.
No.
Where is your shop now?
Mine is on Cundles. Do you know Cundles and St. Vincent?
Yeah.
Where locker room is basically a little bit
Yeah.
further.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Locker
Yeah.
Room and Giant Tiger and all them are in one plaza, and then the plaza right beside it, which the old butcher shop. It's Subway's in there and all that shit. That's where I'm at.
Gotcha.
Right beside a thrift store, and it used to be a dry cleaners, but now it's a Indian market kind of corner store.
Is the butcher still there?
No,
Oh.
the new one moved in. That's us.
Oh, you're the butcher shop.
Yeah, I am the new butcher
Dang.
shop. Yeah,
Yeah,
Weird.
I don't make it to
Yeah.
Barrie that often anymore, but when I do, everything's like so different every time.
Yeah, everything changes here so quick. I mean, it's still growing like crazy, right? Like,
Well,
I
like yeah, like the east side, I guess it would be of Cundles is just like so developed now.
yeah, the East End by the hospital.
Like over by like the hospital area.
Yeah, Little Lake is all redone now, and that's actually city owned, I believe now.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's huge. Like I went downtown with my family to see the lights. Was it for Christmas or New Year's or something? And not that there was very many because of the whole COVID thing, but just everything. Like even on Dunlop Street, they've extended. I think it's the sidewalks. Did they bring them out for the patios and stuff? Like everything's just different. It looks nice certain parts, but again, it's downtown Barrie, right? So Brian would know more about any of that than us.
Yeah, you can jazz it up, but it's still full of vagrants and
My
druggies
people.
and stuff. Yeah.
Hey, is that watch jewelry guy still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw
Nice.
him in the mall, I think a month or two ago, and he's looking pretty old.
David.
I mean, David.
That's
Yeah.
it. Dave.
Yeah, super nice guy. Super nice.
I know.
guy.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, that guy was so nice all the time. I think I saw him like get real angry once at, I don't know if it was a client or just like a bum or something, but like he had a switch. When he got mad, he got real mad.
Oh dear.
But
Yeah, you got to watch those people.
he was always so nice.
The nice ones,
Yeah, he's an old boy now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
Graham,
he
what's
always liked
your-
us, though.
Where are you, Graham? Where you working?
I'm at Carousel Tattoo Shop in Port Dalhousie.
Is that I don't know where Port Dalhousie is. Is that
It's essentially St. Catharines. It's just the other side of
It's
the highway.
Ontario?
So
cool?
Did
Man, I've been
you-
loving your art and stuff, like your
Yeah,
iPad
man.
stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're
Thanks,
killing
man.
those fucking portraits and stuff, man. That's
you know what? That's all I used to really draw before tattooing. And then when I got into tattooing, like that shit takes a back seat because
Yeah.
you gotta, do what clients want rather than what you want. So when
Yeah.
the first COVID like lockdown came, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw a fucking portrait. I haven't done one of those and I couldn't tell you how long. Other
Dude,
than
you could-
tattooing them, but it's different, right? So
yeah.
just got
They're
back
awesome.
into it.
Well,
can see,
Chris
like,
and
the
I had
pores
this
and-
conversation when I had the podcast with you, and you were saying that you basically switched to digital pretty much. And it's funny that you actually said that because that's how I kind of went with the whole, new age of tattooing was all digital. And now look, I ordered every fucking Copic marker out there. I got Prismacolors. I got airbrush. I have everything, and I've actually put my tablet away for a little bit. Like now I can actually just like do some photo morphing or whatever it is and just kind of make a digital image and do a stencil, and then I'll actually paint it instead of just have a digital image of it, right? So I've just started doing all that, and I'm actually waiting for the airbrush adapter for my Copics to show up to do backgrounds before I actually draw with my Copic markers. So I just started doing that stuff.
Can we celebrate Mark's 10 year of smoking weed?
I can't. I was just saying, like when I met Mark, he was like the girliest straight edge guy, and now he's like the manliest stoner I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, he was known as Mark Edge for
Yeah.
fuck's sakes.
Pink belts and
Yeah, Mark Edge break. I started when I was 22 and I just turned 36. So that's like, I don't know, 13 or 14 years
Congratulations,
straight.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Round
How
of
old
applause.
is everybody anyway?
All day, every
You're
day.
36. How old are you, Graham?
35.
Chris?
I'm gonna be 40 in June.
Okay, same as you. Brian?
Fuck,
You're-
Chris,
you're an
that's a
old boy,
really
aren't
nice
you?
painting.
well, we all know I don't talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
What's your
I know
weight?
his
I'm just
birthday.
kidding.
41. I'll be 41. 42 this year.
Yeah, I'm turning 40 as well. It's crazy.
You guys wear it well.
When this all happened, like, when we all met each other and stuff, we were all in our 20s, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
just
I
where
can't believe how
everybody's-
long ago it was.
You
Yeah.
were you said you were smoking weed since you were 22?
I think so, yeah. 22 or
Why?
23?
No, you're older than that.
What's that?
Yeah, because I was around 22, 23. I gave you your first joint.
Yeah, it was
I remember
blue
that.
cheese, wasn't it? Or blue something, blue dream.
You remember the strain, yeah.
I think it was blue cheese.
So I always smoked weed, and I was driving you home, and I was smoking a joint, and you're like, I really just want to try it. And I was like, you know what? Here's a joint. Smoke it on your own time.
Yeah.
So how old do you think I was?
So you said you're 36 right now?
Yeah.
I'm 34, 35. So you're around 25.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry. Yeah, you're around 20, 23 because that was in the old location. 23, 24, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well,
You're
man,
right. Sorry. I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Show me your dick.
Now the whole internet knows I'm not circumcised, but I mean, it's good.
Hey.
It's good living.
The whole
do it.
internet?
The whole internet. This is
yeah.
gonna blow up. It's gonna go viral. Lucky Devil had a big
So-
following.
I thought you were maybe on a porn channel or something. I was gonna check it out.
Well, on top
Not
of
that I'm
it,
aware of.
It's his OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
Mark is only half circumcised. He had a little bit of a.
Accident.
You remember that shit?
Dude, I know what your dick looks like.
That's why you said it was fat before, huh? I was wondering. Interesting. How have you seen my dick, Jesse?
I lived with you, and I
He's
used to
shit in your
smoke,
garbage can, bud. He knows.
Yeah.
had-
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
I had an incident when I was younger. It like ripped and, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm circumcised. I didn't have a choice in it. But yeah, I'm circumcised. Like, I don't know. I think Graham is circumcised, but I don't know. You want to talk
Yeah,
about
you
it?
wouldn't know.
Brian
No.
probably has
I didn't
better
know what you-
records. Brian's the piercer. He probably has notes in a little book somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's seen my pee knocker.
I have seen Jesse's penis. I haven't seen anybody else's. I probably should have seen yours, Mark, but
Yeah, I got Brock to pierce it, which was probably a bad decision.
Actually, Brian, you pierced one of my nipples and Brock did the other.
oh, there you go.
Yeah. But no wiener. Ray,
Cool,
Ray pierced
family.
my wiener.
Yeah.
Family gangbang.
Yeah, maybe at the get together we could do that. We could
Yeah. Just pierce ourselves together.
Pierce
Like,
everybody's
yeah.
dicks?
Yeah.
Everybody's
I'm good.
dicks in a loop. Yeah.
Oh, that's so romantic.
Still
We gotta reach
pierced.
a little lower now. We're all old. It's all sagging.
What? Hey, Chris, how's your penis doing?
It's doing fine, man. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Yeah. That's my daddy.
So what's
We used to
everybody
draw-
been doing to kind of pass your time now that we've had a bit of a break to kind of breathe and
Who's going first?
overthink?
I can go first. I've just been recording and playing music. That's all I've been doing.
Nice. Are you
Can I add
married?
to that?
Am I married? Not like technically, not like, no, I'm not married, but yeah, I have what
You've
I
been
call
with
a
her for
wife.
while,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you're married.
Yeah. We are common law.
Yeah, you're married. Good job.
Yeah.
Me too.
Lots of music
Step
recording.
kids. Yeah. So, because that's all you can do. You can't play live. So, we wanted to record. So I just picked up a recording program and started to learn. Like our jam space is in a sound like like a sound like a speaker
Soundproof
company.
room.
Like they rent out PA equipment and stuff. So we essentially have
Sure.
access to any sort of mic or anything we need. So and he's not using it, so we just basically set up, and so I just learned the program, and that's how I've been passing my time. I just come home with it and edit music, and that's my
been-
therapy right now.
Speaking of you with music, I know that you used to be in a band with Chris here. Do you guys
And,
still?
and Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, the I Am Plague is what I'm getting at. That wasn't
okay,
you,
yeah.
right? Was it Jesse? Yeah.
No.
You guys still talk to Jeff or Dan? Because I game with Dan almost every night.
Yeah, I talk with Dan quite a bit, and Jeff lives right around the corner from me, so I see him every once in a while. He drives by.
Nice.
Yeah,
It
I
was
only
really
touch base with Dan every once in a while, but I don't only talk to pretty much anyone anymore.
And my band's with Chris. I'm Chris. The other Chris is in the singers in my band still. He plays guitar.
oh, Chris Duffin.
Duffin, yeah, I see him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Very nice.
No, it was really cool to be in a band with you, Brian, to see you know, like you're
Well,
a super talented dude.
You
You
were in
are.
a band with
I'm not.
Shane Heath and Alton was Staggering
Yeah.
Drunks or something, right?
Yeah.
That's going way back, right?
Yeah, that's going back quite a bit. Yeah, that's
Before the Ion Plague.
yeah, because I went out east for a couple months and I came back, and that's when I started playing with Plague and stuff. Yeah.
Nice. I remember going to a Slipknot concert wearing the Ion Plague shirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, buddy,
I-
represent.
Hey,
still
listen,
have
I still
photos of
have
it.
I still have a garage full of shirts, so you can have more if you want.
Nice.
Do
Yeah.
you
have a
still talk to
Slipknot.
I'm a little bit bigger now. I don't think I'll fit
Yeah.
in them.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
I have a Slipknot story.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. This was 6 years ago. Calgary convention. We were at a hotel with all the tattooed folks, and I guess Slipknot was playing in town. So everyone thought we were Slipknot. So I knew Slipknot was in town. I'm not going to name everyone that I was with, but we went to a remote hot springs location. I think it took 3 hours to get to, maybe 2 hours to walk to. So there's like 9 of us covered in tattoos, and we get there, and there's this like dad and son sitting in there. So we get into the hot tub, and you can see the son looking around like, who are these people? So I was like, what do you guys do? And I was like, oh, we're in a band. And then the kid's like, what band is it? It's like, it's like a progressive aggressive band. And they're like, what band is it? And I was like, oh, we're in Slipknot. And this kid started vibrating. He's like in the middle of nowhere, and he thinks he's in a hot springs with Slipknot. Then his dad's getting all excited because his kid's so stoked. His dad started smoking weed with us, and anyways, the kid wanted to get a picture with Slipknot.
Oh my god.
So we let him take the picture. Don't put it on the internet because no one knows what our faces look like. So we got this picture with this kid and this dad, and he thinks he meant Slipknot.
So you
That's
never
my
broke
story.
his heart. Yeah, I wonder
No.
when the moment came, because it's for sure happened.
It,
Yeah.
it may never have came. Hey, he could have just made this kid's dream come true.
The cool thing is, we were with Corey Ferguson, and he was a little bit running behind. So he's like, "Where's the singer?" And we're like, "Oh, Corey's on his way." Corey comes walking up. He's like, "Hey guys," we're like, "Hey Corey." Good times, yeah.
Oh
That was-
man.
Brian, I have to ask. I actually thought about this the other day. Are you still doing crossword puzzles?
I do,
Word
but
search, not crossword. Yeah.
I
have
do,
to
but
ask.
not. Yeah. Online, I don't. I do have the app though on my phone.
Fair enough. I thought about it the other day, and I was like, "Fuck! What the hell is that app that I used to go on every morning in
Yeah, it was the New Yorker. Yeah,
New York?"
New York
Yeah.
Times. Sorry, New York Times.
Hey, look.
And what about
There's
the
room up
newspaper
there.
drawings? You still do that?
I have the book. Like I have
Yeah.
but we don't do them. I want to.
Bummer.
We don't.
Who is at your shop now?
Kyle Barber. Sorry, Kyle Barber, Mitch McCourt,
It's you.
Jamie Ochier, who's Crybaby. Sorry, I'm gapping. It's been a while since I've been at work. Ruby, or I guess she's going by Anna now, but Anna Nister,
It was
Deanna.
really nice blackbird, right?
Yeah, black and gray, like yeah. A lot. And then Deanna and Black Sheep, so that's Morgan, and also Evan Miller comes up and does weekends.
Nice. You guys
It's a
still
big
have
crew.
yeah, it's a big crew. You guys still have the Stroud location's gone, right?
Stroud turned into Aurelia, and then Aurelia died with COVID. They were coming up on their lease, and 2 of the artists took off to do their own thing, so we couldn't really find artists to go to Aurelia, so he just collapsed it, and that's where Mitch came from.
Yeah, you guys just have
So,
like Newmarket's
Newmarket.
still going, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Newmarket's going, and
Yeah.
and Barry. That's it.
I know, like, again, speaking from when I was there, but the whole wave of artists, right? Like there was us, and then after that, which was like Cody, D'Amico, and Tiger. Wasn't that after us? Like
Yeah.
right after us?
Yeah. Scott
In a
came
way,
in.
yeah.
Scott came in like at the new location and basically started with Jesse, and then that was like maybe 2 or 3 months into it. You left.
I got him to 11 months.
I was in
Yeah.
Aurelia at that point, I think.
And there's Greg too.
Yeah, because before I left, because Greg was there, we brought in Rich.
Big
Yeah.
Dick Greg.
Yeah.
That's Graham. That's your child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little boy.
You still talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously not as much as what I'd like. Not as
Yeah.
much, right? But no, we keep in touch here and there, just the odd message.
Sweet.
I actually went out there last year, I think, or maybe 2 years ago. My buddy Brandon got tattooed by him, so we went out, checked him
yeah.
out at his shop, hung out for a bit, but yeah, he's doing good. He's doing really
I
good.
have him over. We have bonfires in the backyard. He knows where my pee spot is. I love Greg.
Your pee spot's where you sit.
No, I got a pee
Pants.
spot. Everyone has a pee spot. Like it's a thing that no one talks about, but every dude in their backyard has a certain spot. And
So
when
true.
you're having a campfire, Chris, you know where my pee spot is.
I know where it is, man. I have my
Yeah.
own pee spot at my home.
Can you
Yeah, we
share
all-
pee spots?
Oh yeah, everyone uses the same pee
Oh,
spot.
okay.
Yeah, it's
I don't
it's a
know
pee
these
spot.
rules.
It's like, you're hey, where do I take a piss? Right over there.
Yeah,
You
you're
got
not
a pee
wrong.
spot, Brian?
No, I mean I have a backyard, but I just walk in the house.
Okay. Shit.
So continuing
got
on with
neighbors.
my question,
Yeah, sorry.
no, which was how everybody's kind of keeping busy and doing their thing. We spoke to Brian about it and me. Who's next? Who wants to go?
Oh
next?
yeah, right.
I want to hear
I
Mark.
want to hear from
Mark.
Mark. Yeah, I
Mark.
want to hear from
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
You want to hear what I'm doing now, or what's happened in between, or both, or what?
Just whatever,
tell us
man.
your
Like
story.
you're not
Yeah, man.
tattooing right now, so what are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Start at chapter 1.
Yeah.
Back at Lucky Devil?
No.
No,
Oh.
not that far.
Not
That's a
all the way
novel.
back.
That's a
Okay,
novel.
so yeah, so when I left Barry, what did I do then? I was
What have you been doing during the lockdown?
Oh yeah, I
Let's
just
start
like
there.
painting, and I got a dog about a year ago, so I got a pup
He's
on my
cutie.
hands.
Yeah.
Thanks. And yeah, I have a private studio, so it's just I'm the only one that works there.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, so like I go there, and sometimes I tattoo myself or like my friends, but trying to keep busy. I go on lots of hikes. Yeah, nothing. I don't know. I moved to Vancouver Island. I gutted a little school bus with my ex of 8 years, and we kind of traveled around the country. And yeah, I quit tattooing for like 5 years. I kind of just burnt out and got sick of it, I think. And then I worked at a place called the Noodle Box out on Vancouver Island. I was a Southeast
Noodles
Asian
are
wok
good.
chef. Yeah, I wear like little like outfit, like flip the fucking. It's like a whole dance. You like throw the oil and like do the kids like the fireballs. and stuff.
teppanyaki?
Yeah, it was like in front of people.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, I wear like a little
Wow.
outfit and stuff. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, I like work my way up. Like I started in like the dishes, and then I worked my way up to like chef. And then I worked at a place called the Bud Barn out there. It was kind of like a barn, like a little red barn theme, but it was at a dispensary, so I was a bud tender. And then yeah, I did a lot of painting on the island, and then I don't know. I guess I don't want to say I got back into tattooing for the money, but I realized that I'm a better tattoo artist than I am a chef, and just like working with people and working with my hands and stuff, I was like, holy shit, like the amount of work that goes into like 14-hour day in like the kitchen compared to the amount of money you make. And I was like, man, I have skills that are going to waste. So yeah, I got my equipment back, and I think I kind of got back into tattooing on my own terms. So I got a private studio here in Lindsay, and yeah, I just kind of I've been pecking away at it the last maybe 2.5, 3 years. So I'm still kind of fresh back in, and I'm building up my client base again because I lost them all. So yeah, but it's good. Lindsay sometimes feels a
Anxiety.
little small.
The anxiety of tattooing makes you stray away from it sometimes, and then you realize like you really love it, but the pressure of it's really hard sometimes. And I don't know,
Yeah.
I've been doing it for many of years, but I felt the same way. It's just like, fuck, I love tattooing because I love the life it gives me. um I really enjoy it, but the anxiety of it, I've been doing it for whatever, what is it, 11, 12 years. I still get
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
it's hard, but
And I think we're our own, like we're our biggest critics, and like, I don't know, I'm fairly hard on myself, but like, I don't know, I feel like it was a shitty time for me to get out of the game because I feel like in the 5 years that I was away, like the rest of the world just like blew up with tattoos, and like the whole style that I was on the forefront of, like that neo-traditional kind of style. Like I got back into it, and I go on Instagram, it's just like hundreds of tattoo artists doing like very similar ideas, and it's just like everything gets so recycled nowadays. It's a little discouraging sometimes when I go back online, because when I was out on the island, like I didn't have the internet, like I was just painting, doing everything out of my imagination. And like now when I go on the internet, especially Instagram, it's inspiring at first because there's so many incredible artists, but then you get to a certain point of scrolling when you're like uninspired, because it's like, well, there's so many people that are doing it so much better than I'll ever do it, and they already have every idea that's ever been thought of is out there. So what am I bringing to the game anymore? Like I remember when I first got into tattooing, it was like Todd Noble, Seth Wood. There was like people on, like I could fit on a hand that were doing a style of tattoos that you'd see in magazines, and we'd go over to Max and like pick out the new tattoo magazines, and that's how we would see all the new tattoos.
But maybe the experience of getting tattooed with you is different than what you're seeing on Instagram. You know, that one-on-one hanging out with you. You know, like you're fucking super talented. You always have been. I know you took a break and came back. You still got it. You know,
I don't think that like as an artist
Thanks,
or
man.
any of us, I don't think any one of us, if we stop tattooing, I'm speaking about any artist really, we kind of lose it. I don't think we all lose it. I think it's just, this is there. You know what I mean? Like any one of us right now could quit for 5 years, 10 years and go back, and we'd still be able to just pick up the machine and not necessarily pick up where we left off, but we'd still know, right? That's
yeah,
what
you
I
feel
think
left
anyway.
behind if you leave for 5 years. You like, I could imagine like all of a sudden no one's drawing on paper anymore. You know, like when Mark left, he was sharpening pencils. Now we don't sharpen
Yeah.
pencils anymore.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that happened. The whole digital world kind of took over when you were gone, right? It was like when I
Yeah.
got in my accident and I was off work for the year and I came back. You know, and for the first week I was shaking. I was like, shit, I was pretty nervous, and then you know, it was fine, I guess, you know, after a week of being back. So
And that's it's funny because I still use pencils, and like I still have coil machines.
Yeah,
It's not this part that I haven't kind of like adapted to. And like I did a guest spot at Brock's shop over the winter, last winter, and the whole shop's like quiet, and I'm in the back. It's like, and all the kids, like they'd never seen a coil machine. Like I'm tattooing these like 20-year-old kids, and they're like, "What's with your machine, man?" And I'm like, they don't understand the noise. They think it's broken.
I still have a few artists at our shop that use coil.
yeah, it's
Oh,
the
yeah?
same as mine.
Mitch is all coil, and so is Morgan.
Yeah, I know
Interesting.
Kyle and Holden and Mel sometimes they use coils. I'm slowly trying to convert Mel over, and she's using my.
you only want to
you know.
convert them over so you can hear the music better.
Yeah.
I got a speaker right above my booth, but I can't reach it this time because it's like
Okay.
17, 18
Well, that's
feet
good.
in the air. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the way I
Jamie and
see
I are
it,
full time on the pens. So
I feel like Mark right now is the one that's holding the tradition, you know, holding the truth and honor to tattooing, because he's still in that way. We've all changed, you know. Like Graham, what are you doing? You're not using coils, are you? No way.
Nope. I couldn't even tell you the last time I used a coil. It's been a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Right. Do you got a
Using
battery
rotary.
pack?
Bishops, aren't you? You're a big fan of the Bishop rotaries, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Actually, I had a pen for a while and it was good. Health board didn't want us to use them unless obviously you could throw on a disposable grip. And the pen I had actually at that time wasn't making disposable grips, so I was just wrapping it as much as I could, right? But I had to get rid of that, and then I grabbed a Bishop, another rotary. the Phantom, and it's like this big. It's disgustingly small, and there's no weight to it, and I love it. It does everything I need it to. So
Well, that's the main thing.
I actually
Yeah.
think like my disposable tube is heavier than my machine.
Well, that's good. The weight's on the front.
Yeah, it's great.
So what have you been doing? Pass your time. Oh God, there it is. There's
Oh
Frankenstein.
yeah,
I remember that machine.
in the
Yeah.
ruby red.
Yep. Oh, Mickey Sharp. Let me turn
Beautiful.
this off. You guys can't hear me, right?
That's my old
Yeah,
machine,
Mickey.
isn't it?
Yep. You bought it brand new. Didn't like
Yeah.
it. I got it off of you and never used it. It's brand new still.
Nice. I think that's the one I got at Nick's. I'm not sure if I already got. I
It
bought
was
it
a
at Nick's, I
limited
believe.
edition. It was a limited edition. I'm not sure where you got it.
I think it was Nick's.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
brought it back from the convention.
I'm fancy now. This is what I'm using. It's a Bishop gold-plated bad boy.
Bad boy.
You want me to sing you guys a song?
Yeah.
Okay. This is my guilty pleasure. Shout out to all the baby gals. All right. 1 second, Beowulf. I need to sing a song. You want to help me? Okay. Well, I'm on the way the time cold. I'm going to be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Oh, gal, do I got the right tactic to turn you on? Hey, gal, I want to be the papa. You can be the mom. Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Well done.
Well,
Well
who's
done.
next on the question?
I think it's Graham or Chris. Flip a coin.
Is it just what we're doing during lockdown? Honestly,
Sure, man.
not
whatever.
much. The digital drawing takes up a lot of time. Like it takes a long time to draw those. So I'm just staying busy with that. And Brian, you know, I'm a hockey fan. And
Yeah.
so right now it's hockey's on the TV 24/7,
Yeah,
which I'm super stoked about because they shut down almost a year ago. So
totally.
haven't had much hockey in the last year. So
Oh,
Still in the league?
eh?
You still in the league?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
What about you, Chris?
I'm just trying to stay sane, man. I've been going through some like creative blocks lately, so it's been a little tough to create. It's been like 3 weeks since I've done anything really substantial. Every time I pick up my my iPad, which is where I create all my art, I'm having a hard time just being happy with being creative and doing what I love. So I'm just trying to find some inspiration again. Basically I just walk my dogs and go for hikes, and I watch lots of hockey too, and movies, and smoke a lot of weed. That's pretty much it.
So does Mark.
it's good
Yeah, more than I
to
do.
good to find happiness outside of doing art as well. You know, taking your dogs on walks and all that kind of stuff. Like that's more important than I don't know. Tattooing is awesome, but living life that's where it's at, right? So enjoy the nature walks and stuff.
Yeah, it's a weird place for me to be because I feel like tattooing is so intertwined and interwoven into my life and into my happiness. It's I'm having a hard time finding joy without it. But I mean I know I can. I just I miss it a lot.
Well, I miss you. Come on down, Canmore. Eat some coleslaw with me.
Dude, I would love to.
I think
Did
a
you
lot of
guys
us
love to-
knowing. Sorry, what?
Did Chris and Jess, did you guys play in your shirts out for today?
No.
Oh, I already knew Jesse was going to be wearing that. He like psychically connected to me like through his third eye. So I was like, all right, I'm going to wear the same shirt as him.
Yeah, I just feel like Jess would have texted you and been like, "Hey, Dad, can we wear the same shirts today?"
No, he doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't have to text me. We're like our third eyes are connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris came to my surprise birthday party one time, and we were wearing tuxedo shirts.
And we didn't
Oh.
plan it. It was a
No, we didn't
surprise
plan
birthday
it.
party.
He just shows up with a tuxedo shirt, and I was like, I'm wearing a tuxedo shirt.
I think that's your whole wardrobe now. That and your tuxedo shirt, right? Is the tie dye.
I only have tie dye. I like to look at it as art, and I'm supporting other artists. I also found that maybe my appearance looked very hard when I was wearing a black shirt. People didn't look at me the way I actually was. When I started wearing tie-dye, I'd noticed that anyone would come up to me and talk to me, you know, at the grocery, the store, everywhere. People were stoked to talk to me. But when I was wearing black all the time, people see me differently.
Yeah, it honestly matches your personality perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no matter, even if I put on tie-dye, nobody's still going to come and talk to me. I mean, the face tattoos kind of ruined that for me.
I'll send you out a tie-dye.
Do it.
Yeah, and the
I
fact
think
you look like Crazy
try it.
Town.
Crazy. Yeah. Crazy stuff.
you mentioned once on Instagram some kind of psychology linked with you doing black and gray work all day and wanting color in your life.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I love doing color tattoos too as well. The thing I don't like about color is shaking up all the bottles.
Yeah,
Too much shaking.
I have some that are crusting out on me right now.
You know what? There's I've been thinking on getting my buddy, he's a contractor, to build I don't know, it keeps turning. It's got a motor to it. You plug it in and it literally just keeps turning like super duper duper slow.
Like a rotisserie.
Yes. And then you just stick your bottles in cap first. Obviously they're closed, and it just 24 hours just keeps going very, very slowly, you know. And
So
then you
they'll
can
always
kinda
be ready
stop
to
it.
use it at any moment.
Yeah, exactly. And you got a switch obviously to turn it off, and you can swivel it as you need your colors and just pick and put back. But then once everything's back, you're tattooing or leaving, you flick the switch on and it's constantly going, right? So I was thinking on getting one of my buddies to build those for us. But
Cool.
My
Yeah,
idea
man.
was a little mini paint can shaker like this big, and you just put the one bottle in at a time and it just like shakes the fuck out of it.
they
They
actually
have it.
I keep seeing
They have that?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Instagram I keep seeing this stupid
Good
thing.
Oh,
guy.
amazing.
Good
Yeah.
Guy Supply. I believe Good Guy Supply has it. It's just a little thing, and it shakes it up, and you put the end of the bottle on, and it shakes it.
Yeah, I
I
just saw
believe.
that. I think it is good guy.
Yeah, so Jesse, speaking of your work, you don't tattoo a lot of color anymore, eh? It's pretty much
I don't have any color. I have zero color. I just do black and gray.
Do people ever
It
request
was
it from you?
color. Yeah, it happens. Like generally, it's like, can you do this, like this part color? And I just, of course, I can do color. I just tell them that I don't own any colors. My brain works in black and gray. When I'm looking at you guys, I see you in tones and contrast. I don't see things in color. Color's tricky, you know, but whatever. Yeah, I do black and gray.
Fair enough.
This is what I've been doing on my quarantine.
Over.
Let's go a little faster.
I think you should do a little bit more wolves.
Should do them
Gotta
in
the
color.
wolf, man.
Speaking
Yeah.
of wolves, Chris, do you remember the wolves?
Oh yeah, I remember the wolf shirts.
I don't know if that went over as well as we thought it would.
Dude, it was perfect. They were pissed off about it, but I was like, hey man, like we're just trying to pay homage to the
Yeah.
woven ancestry.
Honestly,
Get
yes,
these
it
shirts
was.
from like Casino
Big shout out.
Moccasin and Smoke. Or
We
something.
went to 400 Flea Market. Yeah.
Nice.
Mine had a transport truck with a wolf and a moon. It was pretty awesome.
Road Warrior, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, wolf. Can you get me
That
some
stand
wolf?
is still there. The guy
Yeah.
that sells all those shirts at the
Glass.
100 Market. He's still there.
Man,
Fill
every
that
time
up.
I see a wolf shirt, I think about that time.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy, man.
Get me some water, buddy. Need some
Uh,
water.
Is there anything you guys want to bring up? Anything you guys want to talk about? We got everybody here pretty much. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of people's attention.
I have something
They
I want to
don't
bring.
alone. I
Thanks, buddy.
didn't down. I didn't, go in my book and write down a bunch of points normally that I would do with a one-on-one conversation, right? So
I would like
I just
to.
came into this just wanting to shoot the shit. That's all.
I want to know about your anxiety right before launching this. Like, what kind of what do you go through right before you have to be like? Because you must go through something. You know.
So, okay.
How's your anxiety right
This
before you?
show is fresh, right? This is like
Yeah.
I've recorded. I think I've got like 5 shows that are live, or not live, but they're online now, and I've got maybe another 4 or 5 more that are pre-recorded. So the show is still new to me. I'm not a people person. I'm not a camera person. I really suck at this, but doing this is helping me get over that. And again, I'll say it now, and I've said it before. My first episode with Ryan Hawks, he's not a tattoo artist by any means, but I've tattooed him. He owns one of the biggest gyms here in Barrie. He's, he's done podcasting and stuff. So he's been shooting me these ideas, since lockdown, essentially, right? Since the pandemic started. So I think I went through like a midlife crisis within the last year and a half. I opened up Hellfire with Kyle. And I was there 24/7. I was there 7 days a week doing my thing. And I think I just, what Mark said, I got burnt out, and, coming up on 43 kids, it took
43?
over, right? 40 and 3 kids. Okay.
Yep.
So it just took a toll on me, and I just didn't know if I wanted to tattoo anymore. So I started explaining stuff to him and other means of me doing it. So long story short, it brought me to this and a couple other things like streaming video games and stuff, which I like to do, which whatever, that's a whole other story.
Tenders.
But now when I do an episode, since it's still new, depending on who I'm interviewing, I guess, right? Like I interviewed, I got nervous before talking to Chris, before talking to Brock, Ryan,
Wow.
John Wayne. But with this one in particular, I know all you guys.
Yeah.
We've got a past. We've all, we're all friends. We've been friends in the past and stuff. And again, I didn't write anything in my book, any points to kind of bring up. I just kind of came into this fucking naked, not the way you wanted me to, Jesse, but I came in here naked, just wanting to
Harry
talk.
Mack.
And just wanting to talk. And like I said, it's different. It's not me having the one-on-one. It's not me asking you about, conventions and all this other shit, which again, we can talk about, but it's
So
just
you're feeling good.
talking.
This one
I'm
you're feeling good. But
yeah, I'm feeling good. I don't like dead time, but it's more organic that way. I don't really care. This is just an episode of us just talking and shooting the shit. And
but every other one you've had to take 100 shits before you fucking go on and fucking
basically, yeah. I mean, I get the sweats. I got to put on deodorant
Yeah.
and stuff. And like right now, I'm literally sitting in track pants. They're pulled up. I've got no socks on, and I've got this on and a toque, and I'm still sweating my ass off sitting in here because my door's closed.
Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You'd smell me. But yeah, I'm proud of you, Andrew, for doing this and getting us all together. I haven't seen Mark in forever. I haven't seen Graham in forever. Everyone else, I think I see quite often, as often as I could. But I missed all of you guys, and it would be cool to get like a actual fucking hangout session.
I was
going.
literally just about to say that.
I would come to Ontario for that for sure.
I would fly you out here for this.
I'll
So,
be there. I
miss
you
I
guys.
mean, after this whole bullshit's done and we can kind of do our thing, I think that's maybe we should meet up downtown for a beer or something, or maybe not downtown, whatever.
Yeah,
Do something. Meet up for a beer, have some dinner, hang out. If you guys are down for that, that'd be pretty
I
cool.
would
and
love that,
also,
man.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
you guys are all welcome out here too. Like, if you guys,
I was gonna
need
say,
to-
why don't we all go out west instead? That sounds more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'll
got
go
I got
west
this.
anytime.
I got this house to myself, so anytime you guys want to have an adventure, I know it's harder because you guys have businesses and have families and stuff, but yeah, you guys are always welcome to come out here and we can do some adventures and recharge together. I know you guys would probably all be stoked to do that, but I'm also willing to come to Ontario too because I'm due.
I've only been to Canmore once, and I was with you, Jess. And the
Yeah, I
first couple days we were sicker than shit. Remember, you haven't had good luck going out there, eh?
I haven't either. Like going out to Canmore, I've never had there's always a story.
I've
We
never
had
been there.
a great time after the second or third day,
Yeah.
but we couldn't even like tattoo and do our guest spot until like the third day or something.
It was longer than that, man. It was rough. We were stuck in our hotels with SARS. That was when SARS came out.
Yeah.
Graham, do you remember in Niagara Falls when you were at Hart and Huntington and I came down for the guest spot? Speaking of being sick in the hotel, do you remember me at like 5 a.m, night after drinking?
Yep.
Oh boy, I'll never forget it, buddy.
Was
Never,
it the
ever
drinking
forget.
or did you have some bad sushi?
No, we were drinking. We were drank heavy. We were hitting the clubs and everything. And I remember, as drunk as I was, I remember at the end of the night getting back to the hotel, I had to go to that stupid little tourist fucking store, remember, and buying Rolaids. I was on this hunt for Rolaids. We're in the cab, and who was it? Is Nick and what's her name? Nick and Brooke?
Yeah.
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 And they're going like fucking nuts because I just kept going on about Rolaids and Tums and like heartburn and I don't know. And then I was in the bathroom barfing on my sandals at like 5, 6 in the morning, trying to sleep, and he's laying in bed laughing. And oh man, that was a good time, bud.
That was a good night for sure.
It was a good night, that's for sure. Yeah. You don't talk to any of those guys still? I remember I went
Nick and Brooke?
No, not Nick and Brooke. Mike and D. Was it Mike and D? Do you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, because they split, I think, right? Because I went down to Niagara Falls maybe last year, the year before. We went down to Braza, my wife and I, and we were doing some things. And I stopped in. I guess something happened to their old shop where you were. And then they were on, is it Lundy's Lane or something? I can't remember. They were on the top or the bottom. Sorry. They were in the basement of another tattoo shop that was up top. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh yeah. There was like a transition period. Yeah. The spot they had before, I guess kicked them out just because it was in a hotel and they were rebuilding the hotel. So they had to move, but they had like, I don't know, less than a month to move. So they just, kind of took over the basement of another local shop. And now they're on Clifton Hill. So they got
Clifton
their own
Hill.
space now.
Yeah. Yeah. When I went there, it was Deanna was there and there was one other girl in the basement. And I think everybody's moved on, right? Like Stace Burt, he's gone. Lincoln's gone.
Yeah.
Right. They're doing all their own thing now.
Yeah, go pee-pee.
So I don't know
Go
who's
pee-pee.
with them now or whatever, but
Take a pee.
I know Tyler's with us. He used to work there. We worked there together, but now he's at Carousel. He came over with us.
cool.
So
Do you have a t-shirt company going on still, Graham? Clothing line?
no,
Okay.
that was too much, man. On top of tattooing, it was just too much.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I've got like so much shit on the go. Like I'm doing this. I was doing these Twitch streaming, my video games, which is awesome. But I had to actually pick one or the other, the podcast or that, because I'm doing my own editing. I'm uploading all my socials. I'm doing everything myself. And to be honest with you, since I'm in this field already and not video games, even though I've been gaming since I was a kid, the podcasting thing made more sense, and it's actually taking off quicker than the gaming thing was, right? So
How many people do you think are watching your podcast at this point?
it's hard to say because it's on YouTube, which is visual, and then Spotify and iTunes. But for the episodes that I have online right now through Spotify and iTunes, I have almost 1,000 unique downloads. So when you go on to Spotify and you just listen to it and you're not downloading it onto your device, that does not count as a unique download. So the unique downloads are like visual,
The
actual
following.
downloads, right? Yeah. So YouTube, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I think like I'm new. It's a new channel, but a lot of people won't subscribe. They just go on, they watch it, and they're like, cool. They just want to hear from the one artist that they follow.
For sure.
They don't give a shit about the next artist or the previous artist, right? So they don't hit subscribe button, you know.
Well, what you are doing is cross-pollinating with many of artists. Like it's only going to get bigger every time. Like this one here, like we all do our shout out, or it's just it's just going to get bigger and bigger every time you do it because their following follows it, and it just gets bigger.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll say the same thing for this that I said for my Twitch streaming, which was I didn't start this to get big or anything. I mean, obviously, if it gets there, I'm not going to say no to it. It's going to be welcomed. But what would be nice is I'm paying monthly for a hub called Libsyn, and that's for me to upload it to these sites, not including YouTube. And I'm paying monthly out of my pocket. So maybe if I could get money in return just to pay for that, which is cheap, like $15 a month. Again, not much out of my pocket, but I'd be breaking even at that point, right? Then it would be fine, you know. And like I said, if it goes somewhere and I get monetization or make money, because I don't believe Spotify or iTunes pay you for downloads. I think you got to sell your music and or podcast to them at a set price, and you kind of barter from there, and they just pay you. And then I think you have to, I'm not sure how it works with episodes, if you have to almost sign a contract saying, okay, they want X amount of episodes and they'll give me X amount of money, and you gotta, I don't know if it works like that. I have no idea, but I know they don't pay you per download.
I'll sponsor you, buddy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
I appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, some people might look at me like this guy's an idiot for trying to do this stuff, or, I don't know. And I don't really care. I want to do this. And like I said, I got to, like a couple podcasts ago, I got to catch up with Chris, now I'm catching up with all of you guys. I've John Wayne and Brock and all them, and upcoming episodes, I get to know artists that I've never met before. I've never met Derb Morrison, and I was talking to him for like 2.5 hours.
I think it's very important not to care about what other people think of you.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
You won't do anything. Like, I light my farts on fire on my YouTube channel, and it's embarrassing. I actually stopped smoking weed because I'd get too in my head. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have posted that. Like, that's embarrassing. Stop smoking weed. Light your farts on fire.
There you go.
Blue Angel.
I haven't smoked pot since I started, like probably just before the devil, because I was in BC and then I came back. So 15 years ago, something like that, I stopped smoking pot, and I don't drink anymore either.
I smoked weed yesterday, but
I'm basically straight edge. Basically, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't even drink coffee, I don't drink caffeine. I literally eat 6 clean meals a day, and I drink water. I drink like 4 liters of water, 5 liters of water a day. That's all I do.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. That's
holy
pretty
shit,
much it, man.
You got a funny right now?
Pardon?
No, go ahead, Mark.
No, I was going to say, it's funny you say that, Jesse, because just from watching your Instagram stuff, I actually guessed that you quit smoking because I noticed that you were like getting more and more liberal with your like posts. Just like your stuff is like wild, like getting so unhinged. I was like, oh man, he totally quit smoking weed. He's just like living it. No, but it's good.
So my issue was I'd do really stupid shit and I'd smoke weed, and then I'd feel bad about it and I'd delete everything. And I was just like, I need to stop smoking weed because like what I'm doing is straight up embarrassing. Like, it's super embarrassing, and it also is you gotta go pee pee. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, it doesn't help when he's talking about that, and I drink 4 liters of water. So
there you go.
Brian, do you still have your after work joint?
No, I like jam.
Yeah.
When I jam, other than that, not at all. No. So like once a week.
Like altogether, that's really all you smoke now is once a week?
Yeah. And I have like a little tiny glass of wine with dinner pretty much every night, but
nice.
I'm pretty.
No, I've tried to drink wine a few times. I just can't do it. It is fucking gross. It's like people drinking beer, or sorry, they're drinking beer with food. I'm sure lots of people, I'm sure you guys can do that. I can't do that. It's disgusting.
Who in this group is doing hallucinogenics?
My basically my band is, but I'm not.
Okay.
I microdose like almost daily, and sometimes I go in deep on my days off. Yeah.
Because I've been
all natural stuff.
I was gonna grow my own and microdose as well, but I have anxiety, right? I get panic attacks and stuff sometimes. So I used to anyway. I don't so much anymore, but I'm an overthinker. So again, that's why I quit smoking weed. And my old lady, if she fucking rips a dab and I smell it on her, I'm like, fuck, I start to panic and I sweat and I'm like, Jesus, and I just overthink, and then it's a fucking downhill from me. So
I love tripping balls. That's my favorite.
I just don't like not having control of my own mind, right? That's how I feel like I get when I smoke weed or something, right? I'm feeling like
what if you didn't even know who you were?
I don't know what would happen.
That's the best.
You're gonna have to tie me to a chair and give me a fucking quarter of mushrooms and just let me sit.
Are you granting me permission to tie you to a chair?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll be there in 3 hours.
Yeah.
The crazy thing I've noticed about eating less than like a gram a day is my reflexes are like ultra sharp, like Spider-Man. Like stuff will like be falling beside me and I'll just like catch it out of the air. Like without thinking, I respond to stuff. Like it's like my brain is more like defragged or like more crisp. I don't know. It's interesting.
You're in a flow zone. You're in a natural flow zone. You also see things a little better too. Everything's a little
Yeah.
brighter, defined. I found like mushrooms was awesome for playing pool. Like I wouldn't have to like look down and study the shot. It's just like drop down, boom, get it in.
Are those the type of hallucinogenics you're taking, Chris? Mushrooms?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely magic mushrooms, and I can relate to what Mark's saying, because there was the first time we shut down, I was microdosing pretty much every day. I would go on 2-week cycles and I'd microdose every day, and I felt like it was providing me some really good like therapy.
They say that shit, microdosing mushrooms every day can cure fucking depression and all that shit too. It like resets your brain or some shit.
Yeah,
I've read a few
that's
articles
kind of
on
what
it.
I was getting at.
Yeah.
Andrew, if you're microdosing mushrooms, you shouldn't even need to feel the hallucinogenic aspect of it. When you're doing it properly, it's just going to put you in a good mood. It's almost like a coffee. So if you're doing enough to alter your reality, you're not microdosing anymore.
So I'm thinking like 0.1 a day.
0.03 grams.
Yeah, it's a capsule. Put a capsule, take that. And if you're doing it properly, you shouldn't feel high on mushrooms. You should just feel uplifted. Everything just feels better. Your depression goes away.
0.3
So
of a gram?
take one of those capsules, like a little gel capsule, fill
Yeah,
it
the
up.
little mini ones.
Crush, crush it, fill it up, take one of those. Obviously don't do it every single day. Like do week or two on, take a week off. But if you're having anxiety about doing it, you're going to get the proper medicine you're not going to get high.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. I don't even care to be high. I don't give it like I
If
don't.
you got high, then you didn't microdose. And back in the day, when people microdosed, do you know what we called it back in the day? Microdosing?
No, because I never did it. I just ate a lot and got really fucked up.
We called it being a pussy.
Okay, fair enough.
but now it's the rave, microdosing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could bring myself to doing it. I have no idea.
Do it, man. You shouldn't feel it, so you'll be good. I'll be your shaman.
Fair enough.
I started really appreciating Tool once I started eating mushrooms a lot. Brian will appreciate that. Yeah, it kind of like put it all in perspective for me. I could hear the soundscapes better.
Which is funny because they're not like super big drugs, but they were all about opening like the third eye and like finding that level. But they definitely did lots of drugs, but that was more or less before they actually started like looking into that. Like they have lots of song about being on acid and stuff, like first album and second, but once they actually started, I think he found meditation a better way personally. Like there's obviously lots of ways of doing that, but yeah.
I think it was changed, like my perception of like how I heard them.
Totally.
Yeah.
But that's what they go for.
You perceive music and the world around you totally differently when you're on psychedelics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you got your head tattooed?
Yeah, dude.
Sure. Let me take a gander at it.
I got sacred geometry there.
Oh yeah.
Dang. See, that's what I'm talking about.
It sucks.
That wasn't that bad, you pussy.
Fuck you. It sucks. Man, I had Jamie tattoo the Yoda over here, and then he did the snake head here, and then the HF for Hellfire here, and then he just did the skull on the side of mine. Fuck me, man. Does it ever hurt? I hate it.
Get your dick tattooed.
No, I'm good. I don't really give a fuck.
That's a hard no.
It's a hard no, and it won't take that long. I mean, the stencil can be this good, but no, I think I'm good. Man, I don't even know. Like I've wanted to, once my legs and shit are all finished and tie into my ass and stuff. I don't know. I've contemplated. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the whole bodysuit kind of sort of style thing with my ass and stuff.
I'm one tattoo away from having a bodysuit.
Yeah, like the whole side of you, right?
Yeah, just my ribs and the leg.
Yeah.
I'll do it, buddy.
I just saw your back piece was posted on Ink Mag there. Your skull back piece.
Oh, really? Cool.
Is that for Damien did that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I'll show you.
He's going to be on here soon too.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Is it in there?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I'll definitely be interested to listen to Damien's podcast.
You're just trying to show us your ass. That's all you want to do.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Damien, I reached out to him and he said that he'd come on here for sure. I mean, John Wayne.
He's good shit.
He told me about him, and he told me there'd be a couple of artists that would be down to do this for sure. I mean, I'm reaching out to certain artists. I mean, there's lots that I'd like to interview, but there's lots of European artists and stuff that I don't know if I could actually interview because I don't know how their English is, and I'm not very good at understanding broken English a lot, so I don't
Yeah, you
want
need a
to.
translator.
Yeah. A lot of Europeans speak pretty good English, though, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So I mean, I would love to have a lot of people on here, but we'll see how it goes, right? So, like I said,
Damien would be awesome to have on actually talking about tattoos and stuff. He's fucking a hard worker. It's crazy. That guy's a machine.
Yeah, well, he said he'd be down for sure. Like today, I got Eric Deletoile after here, and then tomorrow I got Matt Ellis on here. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be a good time.
Awesome. I like it. I like what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
Who do you have that's not a tattoo artist?
So far that I've already done the podcast with, I have the first episode, which is Ryan Hawks.
Yep.
I had Joel Thorney, which I'm uploading that one today. He's the owner of Boss
Boss
Supplements.
Tattoos. Yeah.
No, Boss
Supplements.
I don't know who else I had on here. I don't remember. I already did one with Jesse Shearman.
I got a question for you, Andrew. Who would you be interested in interviewing on your podcast that wasn't a tattoo artist, and why?
Oh shit, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've never thought about it. Who's not a tattoo artist? I don't know.
Like, are you strictly targeting a tattoo audience to just talk about tattoo culture, or would you expand that to other things?
No, of course, I would definitely expand it. Like when I interviewed Joel, for instance, we only touched down on the topic of tattoos for 5-10 minutes, and then it was more or less about business because he's a huge businessman and stuff, right? And he's got X amount of I'm not going to say they're his stores, but he's the president and CEO, right? And he's doing other things too, like XR Gaming and stuff. So it ventured out and away from the topic of tattoos, right? So I'm definitely interested in it. What I'm worried about, like I said, me being new to the whole podcast world, if I'm promising to bring in, the tattoo topics and everything else, and that kind of follows me, and then all of a sudden I'm throwing them curveballs, talking about business or talking about, whatever, computers or something, right? And then the tattoo audience is kind of getting bored, right? So
why don't you try reaching out to people that are heavily tattooed, that are successful in their own field, and then you can have like some sort of cross threads of information.
It's definitely crossed my mind, and it's definitely been a consideration.
Because it's always interesting to hear people's perspectives as collectors, that aren't necessarily tattoo artists, but are like heavily like tattooed and interested in the art.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you 100%. So it's just a matter
Or the
of
complete opposite.
Well, yeah, that don't
Hate
have any
tattoos.
That
Yeah.
hate tattoos.
Yeah.
What
That would
the
make
fuck
for a
am I
good
gonna
one.
talk to them about, right? You know what I mean? It's gonna be an awkward conversation. The podcast is gonna be like 20 minutes long.
Could be interesting though.
Our Lord and
It
Savior.
could be, I guess, depending on who it is. Yeah, it could be interesting, right? So, but yeah, it's just a matter of me finding these people if I don't think about them, right? So that's why when I say interview somebody like a one-on-one or all of you guys can come to me and say, hey man, I know this guy, he would like to be down, so on and so forth, right? So I'm always
You should
open
totally
for-
interview my wife, man. She'd be a really interesting interview.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
she's crazy.
I'm down.
In a good way.
Fuck yeah, she's crazy. The good one.
In a good way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean it in a good way too. When I tell people my wife's fucking crazy too. So
That's why they're with us,
You could also do something where like if you were cool with doing something similar to this, like having more people on, you could try and do like a whole shop podcast to a degree. So you get like everybody who works at, No Love Lost as their family on one podcast. You know what I mean? I could.
Yeah,
Oh, that's an
cool
interesting
too.
idea, Graham.
yeah, that is a good idea. For sure. So, I mean, I've already got I think we're gonna ballpark. I always have about 10 agreed artists ahead of time. So then that way, and again, if I have say 5 or 6 podcasts already recorded and I put them on in order, right? So I'm always like, if I upload one episode every 2 weeks, I don't just interview one person every 2 weeks, right? I'm like, again, today's this one, and then one more, and then tomorrow's another. There's 3 in 1 week, and again, uploading them in order. And I always also have more artists that are already agreed to do it, and I keep reaching out about a week to 2 weeks in advance and saying, hey man, are you ready for this? Let's do this. And we set something up. Right. So, I mean, I'm getting there. I'm watching other podcasts too. I watch a lot of Andy or listen to a lot of Andy Frisella and, even Joe Rogan. Yes. I mean, obviously he's going to be good for influencing and stuff like that for me to use as reference from his show as well. Right.
Mhm.
Just to see how they do it. I mean, if you look at some of Joe Rogan's first shit, he hates his first podcast. A lot of them were fucking garbage in his eyes.
You hate all your firsts for
Yeah,
sure.
but I mean, I've got to start somewhere, right?
Are you
I
bald?
mean, it is what it is. Am I bald?
Yeah.
Pretty damn much. I just shaved my head for my tattoos.
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
then
that's
I
good.
just
I was gonna
started to
say
grow
if
this
if
back.
you were bald, you could be like the new Joe Rogan.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'd like to see a tattoo from everybody from Lucky Devil era days that like their favorite that they
Okay,
cherish.
from who though? So I've got
like what? Well, a few,
Eric.
whatever.
there. That's you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Nice.
Here. There's Chris.
Yeah.
Oh shit, wicked.
It held up well.
Yeah, they held up well. I've got Graham's are on my leg. Oh, there's an old one, Graham.
Oh Jesus.
Most of Graham's shit's on my leg.
You knew it was happening. You knew it was happening.
Yeah, you knew it was happening. So, fucking Jesse, you taking a shit? Attaboy.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate that you asked if I was bald because I was getting hot under there, but I look like I'm in the military with this haircut.
Can I show off some tattoos?
Sure.
You already are, man.
You already
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, you already are. Yeah.
We got Graham right here. Hunter S. Thompson.
That was my
Sweet.
first portrait.
I forgot about that.
I remember that. Fuck,
We
I was
got-
there for
we
that.
got Chris right over here. We got Mark on my leg. I don't want anyone to see my penis. Hold on. I'm just taking a pee. Here.
If
guys
this
see
episode
anything?
doesn't go viral, I don't know what will.
All right. We got Anthony right here.
Oh yeah.
We got Chris right here. That's all the ones done at Lucky Devil.
I've got
Yep.
more from a few.
I got a Chris and Anthony. I'm in my washroom here. Got a Chris and Anthony collab.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Little freehand collab at Lucky Devil.
I got a vagina from Graham.
I remember the vagina. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the yawning one. First
Yeah.
tattoo I did without a liner, just straight mag. I remember that.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird one, eh?
Yeah, right on the Achilles.
But
not fun.
there's a couple tattoos that I actually am super in love with that I'm probably going to be getting removed. And no offense to anyone that has done them, it's just I want one big tattoo, and they're kind of in a weird area, but it's a weird one. But
Do you still have like
Yeah.
the little like Jaeger like hack one that you did on your above your knee?
I got those lasered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna get a couple more lasered, not because I don't like them, but it's because they're just in an area where I could get a huge tattoo and they're in the middle.
Yeah, road bumps.
Yeah, man, I've got like the whole top of my forearms a fucking mess. I've had Jay go over it, and I mean he could have turned it into something obviously better, but it's still a little too dark for my liking. That compared to up top what Chris has done, right, which is a nice wash, and my hand that he did in the beginning, which was good wash as well. So I think I'm gonna at some point probably get that laser too, and I've got a few other ones like when I got Joe the owner of Lucky Devil, to tattoo my schedule on me.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got to get all this shit lasered off. I mean, I had my kids tattoo me. And
Because your
stuff.
schedule's changed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's changed. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's changed from can't believe I'm still here. I'm usually gone by 3 to
Yeah.
I should go back to work at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Do you remember,
love it. Done.
Do you remember my old apprentice? I forget who it was. It was Graham, me, and Brock, and one other person. We tattooed our faces on his
Dan?
ass.
Oh, I remember that kid. Yes, I
Got a
do.
Matt.
split tongue.
Matt.
Yeah.
I remember
Oh
that
yeah,
kid.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Who was the other one? There was 4 faces. He still has our faces on his ass somewhere.
Yeah. So it was me, Graham,
Fuck,
you.
I forgot
Brock?
about that.
And Brock, yeah. We
Was
all
there-
did our own.
There was 4 or 5.
4. And
Okay.
that's the only time I've ever tattooed.
I still have.
And it
Brock's
was stunning.
tattoo on
It
me
was
that-
stunning.
It was stunning. Yeah. Yeah. I still got the whole Brock's best guy tattoo on my ankle too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a Brock tattoo as well.
Yeah. You didn't
I
have
do
that one
not.
lasered?
I am not.
It's lasered as well.
I still have that bro tat. Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro and bra.
Bruh.
Brad.
Bro tat. Yeah. That thing
Oh,
spread
yeah.
like wildfire.
Graham, do you still have your little blue sparrow?
I sure do. Yeah, I definitely do. I haven't gotten anything ever covered up, but I have my foot that still needs to get finished by you. We did like that pirate girl face.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Fuck, that's still lined.
Speaking about girl
Just an outline,
faces,
yeah.
I've got a geisha on the back of my leg.
Yeah.
from Graham.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I remember.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And just before I forget too, if we get off topic, any one of you at any time, you're more than welcome to come to my shop for a guest spot. Chris, we've already spoke about that. Hopefully if
Bunch of
COVID
big hairy love eggs.
lets
Yeah,
up.
hopefully we'll
and
be
we're
allowed
good
to
to
do
go.
that.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the date's still set in my book. So, but yeah, you guys are more than welcome to come over for a guest spot at any time. So,
Definitely.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kyle and the
Yeah.
boys and girl would like to welcome you guys. No problem. You guys know Kyle, don't you? Kyle and Jamie. Have you guys ever met him?
I don't think I've met
I
him,
have.
no.
No, you've met Kyle. I know you've met Kyle, Chris, right? He's friends with your sister, correct?
Correct. He tattoos her.
Yeah. So,
I mean, ooh.
ooh, yeah, because right now I have it's Kyle and I, and then Jamie, Mel, and Holden right now. So, and we got like Panda comes up 2 or 3 times a year as well.
Isn't she in
And Dunford,
like down the
Steve
road
Dunford.
from me?
I'm not sure where she is. She was just here not long ago.
Okay.
And then the lockdown like started kicking in again, and then she ended up going back. But yeah, Dunford comes up every now and then. He tattoos here. We had a couple people, but we're still a fresh shop, right? We've only going on our 2.5 years now, almost 3rd year being open. So
Yeah.
mhm.
I'd like to see because there's one person that has tattooed every single one of us in here that's not on here, and I'd like to see you do an interview with him. And who is that?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, sick.
Okay, so I reached out to Anthony.
All of us.
I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram. I think it was Facebook. I didn't hear a reply, but he actually hasn't even looked at the message yet. And he hasn't been posting much. And when he does, it's literally a painting.
Or a saw.
Yeah, a
You
saw.
saw us lately.
So I don't see
Yeah.
any like verbal posts or anything from him. So I'd like to.
Just
Yeah.
call his shop, dude.
Well, normally I just message him and he talks. Like I've given him clones for fuck's sakes. You know what I mean? He's came over to my house and picked up clones and shit like that. And
Well,
we've
the shop
slept
doesn't
few
have a
times.
phone number.
So I will at some point get him on here. It's
Yeah,
definitely
that'd
on my
be cool.
bucket list for
'Cause he-
sure.
yeah, he's the one that we all have in common. He's tattooed every single one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be interesting to get on here too. So it's too bad. Like I would have
Good.
included him in it today too, but he like I said, no reply. And then there's Brock, apparently. You know, I don't know where the
Broken
fuck he
ankle.
is. He said he's got a broken ankle. I said Zoom is on your phone. I said just fucking go on and at the hospital, you know, jump on their Wi-Fi.
Right?
No reply. So
Whatever.
it's all
Piercing
good.
at weird angles.
Hey?
I didn't even know Brock had ankles.
Dude, hold on here. I posted that picture in the group the other day actually, and you guys I think it was Graham laughed his ass off. I just gotta find it here. I think it's under my screenshots. Oh, it's not
What-
there.
What did I tattoo on your leg, Brian? I can't remember. I only tattooed you once, I think.
Nope. You did my like pseudo business card on my arm here that you designed.
Lift it up higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry.
just see a skeleton.
Yeah, you did sorry. Yeah, that's a terrible awkward angle. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
I
that
forgot
one.
about that.
Yeah, it's mixed in with some stuff. On my ankle. What did you tattoo on my ankle?
Or the back of your leg, maybe?
No.
By your Achilles? No?
Checking them all.
That
Nope.
picture.
No, I got an Andy Cap. I got a Chris Smith. He did my cock. Oh,
Big
and he did
Anthony.
my dime bag too at the convention.
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about that completely.
Yeah. No, man. That's the only one.
Okay.
That's the only one.
Okay. I still have a portrait of Fimio on the side of my knee from Chris.
Yeah, I posted that photo on our group chat.
Oh, you did?
I
didn't
did,
catch
yeah.
that.
If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see it.
So I
That's
got a
funny.
question for everybody. If you guys were to get tattooed by anybody, if you could get tattooed by anybody, who would it be?
My grandma.
Oh.
I mean, a professional artist.
His grandma.
Oh jeez.
That's a
Like
tough
right
one.
now, right
know.
now right now I'm just getting my bodysuit finished by Damien. But Steve Moore. There you go.
Yeah,
That's my answer.
whether it's small or big, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
it could be this big, it could be a fucking back piece. I don't care.
Steve Moore.
I need to get tattooed by Jesse.
Yes. Yeah, I owe you
Yeah.
one.
I've been wanting to get tattooed by my son for a long time, and it just has never happened. So I'd really like
When we
for that
hang
to
out,
happen.
we hang out. We don't do tattoos.
Yeah,
just
we do
fucking-
mushrooms and we go to the hot springs.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
just have-
I don't think I have a tattoo done by you yet. I've never been tattooed by you.
No, I don't think I've tattooed anyone on. Oh, I've tattooed Mark's head. That was a bad experience.
This little dagger guy right here. Where is it? Right there.
Sure, that's a tattoo.
Oh, dude. So Mark
That's a
had a lot
blemish.
of Mark
My
had a
glasses
lot
on
of
for that one.
lot of confidence in me doing this tattoo, but we didn't have the right needle and tube thing, so I think he had a 7-round tight 7 and 11 diamond tube, and that fucking needle was bouncing all over, not holding ink, and he's like, "No, you could do it," and I was just like, "Holy fuck!"
It was supposed to be 3, and you just ended up doing 1.
Dude, yeah, I had a hard time with it. It was a bad experience.
Yeah. Oh, and Jesse did this one too. Look at my little Illuminati symbol. The top of it kind of looks like a Smurf head.
Fuck yeah, it's like a pizza.
And I think you did this one too, maybe.
Is that a wishbone?
Yeah, Jesse did that one too, I think. The wishbone and this one.
I think I did the 2 other ones too, didn't I?
Oh,
the
and
way
like
across?
the tooth, and then the diamond. Did you didn't do my Diamond Boy one? I don't think, did
No,
you?
I don't 100% know.
But yeah,
Back in the day when we were tattooing
times.
out of our basements.
good times. Yeah.
So who
Crazy
would you, if you could get tattooed by anyone, Mark, who would you get tattooed by?
I'm really into Sneaky Mitch right now. I like his stuff a lot.
Yeah.
But I want to get tattooed by all you guys. I haven't been tattooed professionally in probably over 8 years by anybody but myself.
Wow.
So I should do a tour and come and get one from each of you guys
Yeah,
when you guys are all back to work. Pardon?
I'm back.
that'd be dope for sure.
Yeah.
Graham, you're up next.
Man, I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to think. There's just so many artists, good artists. Steve Moore's a good one though. I've always
Oh, yeah,
liked
absolutely.
his shit. Um,
Would you get
I
a
don't
Phil
know.
Garcia? Eh?
Would I?
Yeah. Would you get tattooed by Phil?
Yep.
He seems
Yeah,
like
Rose all day
you're
long.
kind of similar to his style.
Yeah. There's another guy. I'm drawing a blank on his name. It's like Raphael or Ralph or something. He just
Ralph
does like
Nanweiler or Nanweiler or something.
just like the
portrait?
softest black and gray shit I've ever seen.
It's the portraits, right? Mainly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is he in Vegas?
Um,
No, I
no,
think he's
I thought he was with Paul Booth, wasn't he? At one point. Hold on.
So you get a nice smooth black and gray.
Is it this guy here? That Ralph? Can you see that?
I can.
yeah, I think that's him. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's dope.
he did. Yeah, this one. That's his like famous one right there.
Take
So,
care.
like,
Oh,
yeah, Ralph. Or no, yeah, Ralph Non-Wheeler, Willarda or something. Anyway, yeah, yeah. I mean, he's crazy. That's he posts a lot of clips of him tattooing, and it's really slow. But I don't know if it's like actually slowed down or if he actually like whips his.
no,
shades in.
he really just brushes it in.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
he's
slowed
really good.
down.
He's super good.
Brian.
Buddy, I have the fear. I haven't got tattooed since you did my dime bag, Chris. I have not been even.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Every time I get close, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm done.
I
I'm
didn't
finished.
traumatize you, did I?
I don't think it was you specifically, but in that time frame, I went out west and I got my arms started by Anthony, and then we drove here. And when we got back to Ontario, he shaded it and then stayed for 2 or 3 weeks. And as he was leaving, he colored it. And then like that was maybe 2 weeks later, I sat with you at the convention, and it just like, I don't know, ever since, like I just like too much trauma. Like I have PTSD from it, I think. And it's not because of you in particular. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, something changed after that. And I just like, every time I'm close, I'm like, I really want that. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I talked myself out of it. So I'm going to get tattooed again someday, but I don't know when, man. And I don't know when. No. But
Anthony did the same thing to me.
I have I've been following I don't even know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but Benno's tattoos, and he's like kind of neo traditional, but he's got some tight, like nice colors, and he's like got a dark sort of edge to it, and I think I'd probably choose him. I would of course get tattooed by all the people I haven't been tattooed, like Graham. I've been liking your stuff too, like a lot.
Thanks, man.
And actually Chris too, like I'm blown away. Like I wasn't on Instagram for a long time at all, and so I had no idea what any of you were really doing, and then I started just kind of watching from a distance. I don't like post or anything very much, but yeah, like when I found all of you again, I was like, damn, like all of you. Like same with you, Andrew. I don't remember you being that good.
Everybody has taken like all of us in particularly have gone, like I'm not saying we were shit, but I'm saying that's when we were fresher.
Yeah, well,
you know?
hopefully, yeah, you progress, right? But,
yeah, and we've gone so far, you know, in our styles and stuff. Like speaking for myself, I've never really sat there at a certain style of tattooing. I've always kind of, you know, jumped around for the first few years at least, you know, before I figured out what I want to do. And my styles just kept changing and stuff, right? You know, like one day I'm into color, one day it's black and gray, one day it's realism, you know, one day I was like, fuck it, let's do some lines. And, you know, but everybody has gone just like, I mean, I've had my times where I was in a rut and, you know, not been happy with what I've produced, you know, due to what's going on in personal life. But again, like I said, we've all progressed so much, and it's crazy to see where we are, you know, in that aspect.
Well, look at all the people.
You leveled up a lot.
Pardon?
You leveled up like 3 years ago. Something happened. You fucking went wow.
Thanks, man.
You leveled up big time.
Thanks. Yeah, I see all the people that have ever worked at Lucky Devil, and I'm like, man,
You know,
Why'd you have to leave, man?
a guy who's fucking killing it right now. He's Lucky Devil generation after us is Cody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely destroying. And I don't mean just his tattoos. I mean just his imagination with his artwork and the pieces that he's doing. Like he just did a piece, not to mention the corner pieces he's doing for the walls.
Yeah.
But he just did a swing set with a cloud. I
Yeah.
think it is.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's insane. I mean, you know, like the idea seems so simple, but it's fucking unreal. You know, like I
Yeah.
would totally take a piece like that and hang it in my studio or something. You know what I mean? It's crazy. He's killing it. So that's another boy I'd like to get in here and talk to as well. But yeah, man, it's crazy where we've all come. I can't
Proud
speak
of all
for
of you
anybody
guys.
who's not here. So I mean, I don't really
I'm
stay in
I'm
touch,
watching
right?
all of you guys from a distance. Everybody, you all doing good. Bart'll do. Just proud of
Yeah,
you all.
you like Jesse, you've man, like some of the shit I see from you is just unbelievable, man. Like all of this wildlife stuff and of course the wolves and stuff. It's crazy because I get a lot of requests for wolves and stuff here. And I think in Barrie in particular, I don't know of a lot of black and gray artists offhand except me and Andrew Skinner, to be honest with you. So I mean, I these are one of the tattoos that I get that come in to my shop. That's all the time where I'm like, shit, you know, I kind of want to take a break from so many wolves and stuff, and then I see you. Like,
You want to know what happened
busting
there,
them out.
Andrew, with the wolf? I had a kid, whatever, named him Wolf. So on my Instagram, I wrote Wolf Father. My kid's name is Wolf. And as soon as I wrote that, that's when he's like, this is the wolf guy. I have to get a wolf tattoo from this guy. But it had nothing to do with wolves. It was just, I'm a father to a wolf and I feed a wolf every day, you know? So that's where that happened.
It's crazy though, but you're absolutely knocking them out of the park, man. Absolutely knocking them out of the park.
Thanks,
It's
buddy.
very inspiring, and like I said before, like you guys are all inspiring to me. You have been since I've been tattooing beside all you guys,
Especially me.
and especially you, bud.
Yeah.
Man, that self-portrait, whew,
Yeah.
killed it.
I was lucky enough to play music with Brian and see him in his super creative side and experience that, which a lot of maybe people on this podcast didn't get to see, you know, jamming with him. But super fucking talented guy. He's on the drums, but he's not a drummer. He's listening to everything. He can tell if you're playing the wrong note. He's like, oh, you're playing a D, you should play a C there. It was wicked. And yeah, Brian, you're fucking talented. I would say.
For sure. Didn't you just learn to play bass for when we were Prion?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the first time you had ever picked up a bass?
Yeah, you asked me to sing, and because you heard me scream at somebody or something. I don't know who I was yelling at, but
It's probably me.
Yeah, you did that
Yeah,
a lot
maybe.
in the shop.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be good in that role.
And then yeah, but I don't know. I could scream at the time. I don't think I can now, but I couldn't think of any lyrics, anything insightful to say. So that's when I suggested Chris. But yeah, I sort of tinkered with stuff, but yeah, I basically started playing bass for that band. Yeah.
But yeah, you hopped onto that. It was the first time you'd ever done it, and it wasn't long before we were writing that album.
Yeah, it sounded good. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. So I like it still
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
So when we were all at the Devil, who did we all have in there for apprentices? How many?
Greg Fisher. Greg was an apprentice.
Panda.
Who?
Panda was?
Panda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the
Panda
beginning,
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger, Scott Johnson.
Yeah, Scott. Greg. Yeah, we already
Brian.
said that.
Brian
Brian.
Carr.
Oh yeah, Brian Carr.
Yep. Fucking
Uh,
awesome, dude. Brian Carr, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. Who the hell else?
Apprentices.
Who did you apprentice anybody, Chris? Or you ended up leaving when we moved, right?
He
I only
apprenticed
apprenticed Jesse.
Yeah, I'm saying besides Jesse, yeah.
He apprenticed Daniel after at the
Oh,
studio that
like-
he's at now. But
Yeah,
that wasn't
yeah,
Lucky
that-
Devil days.
At
Now
Lucky
I have
Devil,
a
it was only Jesse.
I have
Okay.
a whole bunch of brothers and sisters now.
I remember when Jesse came into Lucky Devil with a sketchbook with this drawing of like a wizard, and a
That was
couple
Paul
of like
Francois.
it was like some like awful like barely high school level art, and I remember being so mad that they were gonna apprentice Jesse at like this hippie fucking guy with dreads smoking weed all the time. And then over the years, now when I look at your stuff, like they were saying, I see your wolves and stuff. It actually does blow my mind. And you're
I don't
huge
know
now.
why.
I remember when I
why
came
I'm
there.
tired.
I remember when Jay brought me in and you guys were all fucking pissed because, oh my God, there's another Matrix kid here. I remember. Don't act like you
Yeah.
guys don't fucking remember because I remember. Yeah. But now look, you know, this is a
Yeah.
part of our life that we'll never forget.
Insane.
So pretty fun.
Yeah, at the end of the day, somebody saw a spark in us that allowed us to come together and to start this journey in tattooing. And
Yep.
I guess thanks to Lucky Devil for being the primordial ooze that we all grew out of.
For sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you fucking seen in me, Chris, because I yeah, you took a huge chance because I didn't even know what tattoos were when I started it. Yeah,
You had this dude. You had this energy about you that I knew you were something special, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was in no position to be apprenticing anyone at that time. I was still learning myself, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to give you the opportunity and to do what you're doing. And look at you now, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you seeing something because I definitely didn't see it, and I think that's what made me go to like become who I was, because I just had to try extra hard because I didn't know what I was doing, you know, and I was nervous the whole time. I still am though, so that
Dude,
never
I-
stopped.
And it made me try harder too.
I remember
That's
sharing
right.
a booth with you,
Mhm.
taking turns.
Yeah, I worked at a factory.
Hmm.
I worked at a factory, and that's actually what made me quit my job. Is we started sharing a booth, and
Yeah, I
it
was welding
like,
at the time at Napoleon.
yeah, it
I was
like,
only
you gotta
supposed
quit
to
your
be there
job
every
and be a
Friday.
tattoo artist.
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew was told to be there every Friday, and I ended up just being there every day anyway. I didn't care. And sharing a booth with you.
But yeah, 12 years later, I still fucking am stressed out. Isn't that weird? Does everyone else is like that?
I think
don't
that's
know.
normal, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Clearly normal.
You know?
Mm.
Is it normal, Chris? Are you stressed out? Because you don't
Yeah.
seem to have any nerves.
Oh no, I get stressed out all the time. Like, especially tattooing other tattooers.
You're
Yeah.
human.
I guess.
You're a real boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. So we're all stressed out. That's cool.
I'm sure everyone
Love
will relate to that. It's a serious thing to do a tattoo on someone. You're changing their life. Like, they'll never be the same after you tattoo them. So, I mean, I think
have a
you're a
hard-
psychopath if you don't recognize that.
I get more stressed out when I'm tattooing someone I've already tattooed. If I do a really awesome piece on them, then it gets more stressful. Even though I've done a sweet piece, I almost have an easier time doing their first tattoo. You know?
You've got to do equivalent or better. You know,
Yeah, you got to
you
keep.
can't do a shittier job than the first tattoo.
No, it just gets more stressful. Fuck. Nice.
Nice, yeah.
For me, it's the opposite, Jesse.
Okay, you get more comfortable with
Yeah.
your return clients.
It's how you look at it. So it's like, look at the work that you've already done and use that to boost your confidence. Rather than
Okay.
setting the bar high, be like, I'm going to use this as a fucking something to pull me up. Because it's like, look at all this amazing stuff I've done on this person. Like, I'm obviously just going to do another sick piece. But my first
Yeah.
one's like the first page in a notebook. You're like, I'm going to fuck this up. Like, it's bare skin. They're going to judge it. I don't know what their expectations are.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just my first, that's like how I see it.
Well, we need to talk more.
Yeah, man, anytime.
Yeah.
Well, like I
Send
said,
me
we
your-
all need to get together. You know, I think it would be. I would like to go out there to see Jesse for sure, but it'd probably be more feasible for him to come here to
Yeah.
Ontario,
well,
right?
I'm due for an Ontario trip, but you guys are all welcome out here.
I'm coming out there for sure.
Yeah, I'd
Come
like
on
to go
down.
for a little trip.
Yep. We'll have a good time. I promise.
Yeah, as long as I got a bed to crash in, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
totally due for an out west trip.
Yeah,
You
let's
have
do
the
it.
keys. You don't even need
I
to
have the
ask.
key to to my mountain home.
Yeah. Yeah, you could just show up and go do whatever you need. You got a key to the house.
Go shit in his
Sweet.
dumpster, his kitchen garbage can.
We got bear
Oh, there-
dumpsters.
There was a story about someone, shitting in his house inappropriately that I remember you telling me about.
Yeah. Some chick shit right beside the cat's litter box.
Yeah, not
It
even
was-
in the litter box, beside the
No.
litter box. Like, what a slap
Like,
in the face.
Listen, if she was taking a shit, let's see. If she was taking a shit, she would have been like this, shitting on my floor, looking at the litter box. Yeah. No shout out for that person. Not plugging their tags in, but yeah, someone shit in my laundry room. Yeah. Cool story, right, guys?
Did you
It's
put
an
a ring on their
interesting
finger?
No, I didn't. No. We made her clean up her poo. And
Weird.
yeah, it's a long story. Thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
On that note,
Yeah, Andrew, I gotta drive now.
yeah, I was just about to say on that note anyway, I got another episode coming up here. But I'd definitely like to do this again at some point, but I really appreciate you guys agreeing to do this. And it was good to catch up with everybody for sure.
Appreciate you having us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely good
And,
to see all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
buddy.
keep up. I'm gonna keep that Instagram group going. If you guys choose to stay in it or not, but I think it's good to keep it going just for this sake. Shooting
Yeah.
shit with each other. Posting the odd meme and seeing how everybody is and making sure we're all keeping safe and sane.
What's a meme? Oh, cool.
Memes or giffies, whatever the fuck they're called.
Mimes.
Memes,
Memes.
I'll
memes,
take a meme.
whatever. A meme.
I like
Sounds
Chris's
weird.
idea too. In-person podcast would be cool if that could be done.
I have the space for it here. I have
Obviously.
all the cameras. I mean, we can meet up at a shop, whoever's shop. I mean, my shop's big enough for everybody too. Lighting's great. I do have all the proper lighting in my studio here, my private studio, and the room, tables, cameras. I have everything. But I'm down for whatever. I can also pack it up and fucking take it somewhere too.
Cool.
So I'm down for that.
Well,
as well.
who's the midway point between most of us, excluding Jesse? Would that be you, Andrew?
Where the hell's Lindsay?
Yeah, it actually might, excluding, it might be Mark. Yeah.
Hey, you guys are welcome to come here. I have a studio.
Mhm.
It's pretty.
Your internet
Good
connection is
size.
obviously good enough.
Yep. Yeah, I got G5 or whatever it's called. The one that.
I just want to hug you guys. We don't even need the podcast.
I saw you not long ago, though. Last year before, you stopped by. Actually, no, that would have been longer than that because it
Who
was
are you
before
talking to?
Hellfire. You stopped
really?
at Unique downtown when we moved across the street,
I'm like Bill Murray.
and then you popped up. Yeah, you went from my shop to Lucky Devil, and then you came to Barry once, and you called me, and you were going to come to Hellfire.
The only person that will ever know that I'm around is Brian. He's the only person that I like. Hey. But
Yeah,
other
we
than
get-
that, you guys.
We got our hug on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
that's
Yeah, I
awesome,
love
man.
you.
I really appreciate it, guys. I'm going to end it here, and then it gives me time to go up and eat and check on my children, make sure they didn't kill each other.
Right on. It was awesome seeing all you guys and chatting with you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man.
you too, man.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
All right,
All right,
guys.
guys.
Talk soon.
Have a good day.
Bye.
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 Have a good poo poo.
Yeah.
Enjoy your diarrhea. See ya. All right.
All right,
So
boys.